Hello everyone. Welcome to the Serendipity Room. Today is a good time to isolate and channel a message from your future self. Because it is necessary to take care of yourself right at this moment. If you would like to receive a powerful message in order to reach your highest potential, select a card or more, then check out the timestamp below and discover the message that you need to hear in this period. Remember to take what resonates and feels right for you. For those that choose card number 1, your future self needs you to know that you own your power. Changing the world is easier after you have learned to change yourself. So be the change you wish to see, and your world will shift. Some of you may play victim of fate whenever you want to deny the steps you take to change the situations around you. This is not to say that you are never at the mercy of circumstances outside of yourself. Your future self reminds you that there is always something you can do, even if it's to change your attitude and responses, and to start making different choices. Everything you face in your lives right now is a consequence of past personal and collective choices that you have made. It is sometimes too easy to throw up your hands and claim that there's nothing else that you can do. Well, whatever you say is so, becomes so. You need to become aware that you always have power over your choices. If you feel that you are forced into certain decisions because of circumstances, you may actually be shutting your doors and denying your responsibility of searching for alternate solutions, of making a stand against coercion. Your future self gives you a strong invitation to start looking at what you can do, not what you cannot. Take responsibility for where you are, and look at all of your options, including those that you may not have considered before. You can then reclaim your power to determine where you're going. Hopefully everything is going well for you. Good luck. For those that choose card number 2, your future self needs you to know that you have the ability to create the life you can't wait to wake up to. Well, everyone has the ability to create a life of joy, so are you. It is your birthright to manifest your desires and the life you wish to experience. Your future self reminds you that you were not put onto this earth to leave without creating some impact upon it and the people around you. As the day goes by, you become more powerful when you start to consciously choose what you create and what influence you make upon others. You are then able to claim more and more control over your life, your destiny, and the legacy that you leave behind. The problem is, you may underestimate what you are capable of doing, but remember that even small gestures such as a smile at the moment to a stranger, a heartfelt compliment, a handmade gift, cooking for someone, or simply tidying up our planet, can have a bigger effect beyond your knowledge. These seemingly small things can make a big impact and help to create a more loving and beautiful world. If your abilities and talents extend into creative cooking, event planning, or musical and artistic pursuits, then it is even more important to do these things as they bring joy. These are all gifts that become bigger when shared, and that inspires the joy of creation in others too. So don't be afraid to create something extraordinary. Start work on your creative projects, whether big or small. The scope you plan does not really matter, only that you do it. Dream big, work hard, and make it happen. Wish you all the best. See ya. For those that chose card number 3, your future self needs you to know that you are able to play the moments, pause the memories, and stop the pain. To do this, you must reconnect with your inner child, lighten it up, then find a sense of whimsy and wonder in all that you do. You probably have been working for so many years to make your world secure, but you never realize how boring it would become. For this reason, your future self wants you to know that sometimes you have to live in the moment, be non-attached to memories of the past and worries of the future. That is simply a state of mind. If you're having a hard time, try to look at things in a positive way. Try to think that the world is your playground, And life is like a seesaw. There will always be ups and downs. But you can always control it also. Moreover, your future self suggests that it may be time to ask what activity would reconnect you to the here and now in the quickest way, something that makes you feel focused, effective, relaxed, and joyful. Maybe it's time to work hard, play harder for you. Since playing is the most natural way that children and animals learn, and they get lost in play so easily. As such, children and some animals are natural Zen masters. So you could also relearn this state as adults so as to function and serve others and yourself with a lighter heart. It would be a blessed life if you could play every day. So why not? Go give yourself a new hobby that brings you to that state, or to work out ways to bring this quality of emotional payoff to your work. If all else fails, simply look to your children, your pets, or the fairies for company. They understand play very well. Hope you find your true happiness soon. Good luck. For those that chose card number 4, your future self needs you to know that if you're feeling tired of everything, you should learn to rest, not to quit. Right now is the perfect time for you to pause for a moment. Your future self tells you that you can let go of your need to control and take a break. Rest assured your prayers have been heard, and wait for divine timing. Whether in physical work or with inner spiritual work, you cannot go full steam ahead all the time. You don't always have to be busy anyways. This is a reminder from your future self that this is a good time to gain self-control. These rest periods allow you to integrate all that you've learned. So take a break for a moment, and be assured you do not need to do anything more for now. You have done the work, and your prayers have been heard. All you need to do at this point in time is trust that the universe is now doing its job of delivering your desires to you. Stop pushing yourself so hard. Just let go of all expectations, as well as your need to control the time of the results. Step back and take care of yourself. Let your body rest. The moments of self-care will add value, energy, and creativity to everything you do. Remember to find a healthy balance, and enjoy your life as much as you can. Then self-control and inner guidance will get you through difficulties and allow you to benefit. Make sure to keep taking time for yourself until you are you again. Good luck. For those that chose card number 5, your future self needs you to remember your spark, because you are here in this earthy dimension for a purpose. Your story is important. Your dreams count. Your voices matter. You were born to make an impact. So do remember it or define it for yourself, and find what sets you on fire. Your future self shows you a card for going back to the start. Either you feel like you are starting from scratch, or you need to begin again because of recent setbacks. Since you cannot connect the dots looking forwards, you can only connect them looking backwards. So just go back to the beginning until you remember your life purpose. As Pablo Picasso said, the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. According to the facts, beginnings are magical for all new potential. It's untarnished by illusory limits and exceptions of others. It's time for you to start something new, and trust the magic of beginnings. Your future self wants you to believe that beginnings are moments for setting your clear intentions, and making sure you are aligned with your hearts. Any new journey will ultimately be for your growth, bringing you closer to the highest power that you believe in. So go start your journey with the spirit of excitement. It is also important to realize that the road ahead cannot be a failure unless you refuse to learn from it. Remember to do what you feel you came to do, even if it's not clear just yet, because the secret of getting ahead is getting started. And no matter how hard the past is, you can always begin. So you need to encourage yourself to take the first step. Your first step is simply to allow yourself to begin. Wish you all the best in your future endeavors. Goodbye. For those that chose card number 6, your future self needs you to know that you are safe, and protection is always available to you. You gotta know that you have all the resources you need, both within you and around you. So there's no need to fear the macabre, the morbid, or the unknown. as fear arises when you're afraid of losing something to which you're attached. But don't forget that you came into this world with nothing but your skeleton, spirit, and meat suit. And all these were gifted to you. The physical body and its capacity for pain will continue to teach you much about self-care and the sensations of your physical existence. That is why your body is a gift. It is natural to be attached to it and to be identified with your body. But it is also useful to remember that you are never given any challenges that you cannot handle. You can also choose to remember to visualize or invoke energetic protection. If you are feeling insecure about your physical or emotional safety, visualize a protective energy bubble around you, or that you're being protected by your spirit guides, guardian angels, or other protective beings. Alternatively, you can ask or simply visualize that you are invisible to those who would do you harm. After your visualization or request, have faith that you are protected. Decide that you are worthy of protection and living in safety, and let your energy and actions flow naturally from there. You will soon see your life in a new way. Wish you all the luck and success. Goodbye. For those that chose card number 7, your future self needs you to know that you should spend time alone right now. If you're going to change something for the better, all decisions should be made by yourself, not others. Just give yourself the time and space to seek the answers within, rather than without, and you'll find the answer to your question. You may be surrounded by too many external influences at the moment, and thus unable to connect and listen to your own heart. So you should take some time away to be by yourself. It's okay to turn down social invitations. It's okay to take a break. If you need to ask for the time away, then do so. The quantity of the alone time does not matter as much as the quality. That quality is determined by whether you are still running away from yourself by using distractions, or if you are giving yourself your full and undivided attention. By giving yourself your full attention, you may choose different ways of knowing yourself. Perhaps all it takes is a quiet room, pen and paper to write down your thoughts and dreams. Or maybe it will take hiking, jogging, or cycling out in nature, where your thoughts can work themselves out while you're engaged in silent physical activity. Sometimes, you may need a weekend alone by the beach, or a silent meditation retreat. All you need is quiet spaces, where the inner promptings from the heart can be heard. This may mean something different for some of you. What's important right now is to allow yourself the time and space to listen to the quiet voice within. May you find the right path to your destination. Good luck. For those that chose card number 8, your future self needs you to know that you are worthy of the glory. Abundance is everywhere around you. You may let yourself feel worthy and open yourself up to the many gifts that await you. It's a natural tendency to focus on what you lack at this moment. Money, time off, rest, a little luxury, good food, or perhaps even a better job, and more supportive environments. While this is true, you can also examine what you have now, how you came to have them, and why you continue to experience lack. Your external measures of personal worth, such as possessions, job, titles, and money, may not accurately reflect the real worth of your talents, efforts, and intentions. It does not help to compare yourself with others. What feels inadequate for you may seem like extravagance to others, and vice versa. If you feel that there is something that you lack, and you're currently stuck in that feeling, try shifting your energy by shifting your focus. Your future self suggests you to give thanks for all that you have, including the traits in yourself that helped you get where you are. Focus on those traits, your personal gifts. Acknowledge your patience, your perseverance, your sense of responsibility, and your appreciation for quality. In doing so, you will have new appreciation and awareness of yourself and what you bring into the world. If you still desire more, you may realize that you may need to expand or change your routines or your investment in the necessary resources before you can obtain whatever still eludes you. Realize that you are inherently worthy and that you are still learning to manifest your desires. Since we all learn best from experience, so do what needs to be done when it needs to be done. Only then will you succeed. See ya. For those that chose card number 9, your future self needs you to know that you need to clarify your desire to yourself. Give yourself the right direction in life. Be clear about what you want. Ask from the deepest joy in your heart, and things will shift when you are clear and radiant. Clarity can come in the form of a feeling, a thought, a desire, or a dream. Clarity results from knowing yourself and accepting yourself in every moment. No confusion can exist without you allowing or tolerating it. Some of you probably don't know what you want right now, especially when you have neglected or shied away from asking yourself the right questions. What do I want? Why do I want what I want? Why this and not that? What exactly are the reasons for your answers? Are you then accepting your truest answers? Or are you denying them because they show you your shallowness, your selfishness, or your vulnerabilities and insecurities? If you are honest to yourself and accept your innermost truths, do your desires not become clearer? You can then work out the necessary actions that you need to take to bring about the results that you want. We all want love, security, abundance, and purpose. It is not a bad thing. It is good enough to be clear on these feelings alone. When focusing on what it's like to have these desires already fulfilled, you'll carry that energy of love, security, abundance, and purpose, instead of the energy of lack. Try to radiate clear and positive emotions as much as possible, while holding further visions of the life that you want, together with concrete steps towards your goal. Not only are you on the way, but every step along your journey will be also fruitful and supported. Hope you find your true happiness soon. Good luck. For those that chose card number 10, your future self needs you to know that all human beings are inseparably part of each other. Therefore, we all coexist with each other. So you do not need to win or harm anyone to be as you are, and you better appreciate diversity as part of nature and the human experience. You know better than others that the need to control or put others down comes from a place of inner insecurity. This is different from being objective and simply observing how you differ from others. But we are all unique, and we can certainly coexist in a peaceful and harmonious manner. So remember to be your true self without offending others. Do not forget that the need to dominate arises in only people who feel powerless, and who are still learning how to master themselves and what they manifest in their lives. For this reason, you must remember to be successful without hurting anybody's feelings. Your future self also reminds you that if there are difficult people in your life, you do not always need to win all the time, even if the difficult person views you as a threat or as competition. Just pay no attention to toxic words and toxic people, because what toxic people say is often a reflection of themselves, not you. So remember to think twice and act wise before you say or do something. If you refuse to do battle, fights will no longer come looking for you. Keep your sense of calm and inner peace, and others will slowly start responding to that positive energy. Don't let the negative people rent space in your head. Raise the rent and kick them out. Thanks for watching. See you next time.